Hello everyone, how are you guys? Can you guys believe that this is the last live stream that we're going to have for 2024? So we're definitely going to be focusing on what's coming in for 2025. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at that energy. All right, guys, so if you are here today, thank you guys so much for joining us for the last live stream of the year. And Nancy, I see your super chat. Thank you so much. We'll get to that shortly. So I really wanted to focus on what's coming in, energetically, whether it's tied into your love life. I'll be pulling messages focusing on bringing abundance your way, particular lessons perhaps that you need to focus on. So there's a lot that we're going to cover here before we get to the personal reading requests. So again, if you're listening to this and if this is the first time you're tuning in, if you would like a personal mini reading during this live stream, you can submit your information in the chat either through super chat or any of the payment forms down below, and it is $22.22 per question. All right, guys, so let's get into some messages here, focusing on what's coming in for the collective. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I see that request as well. So one thing, just FYI, guys, I am flying solo today. I don't have my daughter moderator here with me today. So, I'm going to do the best that I can to be focused on the comments while I'm doing the readings. But let's get into it, guys, focusing on the collective energy for whoever tunes in, either at the time that we're live right now or when you happen to catch this reading after it's been broadcast, okay? So let's see. What is it that is coming towards you, surrounding you at this time, or will come towards you later? Let's see. All right. We're starting with sensuality, okay? That very intimate connection that you might have with somebody. Let's see what else. I feel like grabbing two more cards from this deck, and then we'll go ahead and clarify. Okay. Happiness. So, the way this is coming through, either, of course, you already have somebody in mind for this reading, or if you're single, this has the capability to really bring you intimacy and happiness in 2025, okay? Let me grab one more. I can't believe that this year is pretty much wrapped up. Excited for what's to come. All right, guys, I've got these three cards flying out. I'm going to grab them. We have love rivals, okay? Unbridled eroticism. And then we have inner conflict. Okay, so if you're already relating to that particular scenario or whichever one of these cards is really speaking to you, let's go ahead and see with some tarot cards what we can bring forward here, okay? All right. So the physical connection for some of you guys could be pretty intense, very passionate, very sensual. But we do have the possibility of maybe other people getting in the way. Or for some of you, you might be dealing with a person, who's got their own inner demons, their own issues coming to the relationship, whatever it is that they're conflicted by. So that could either have contributed to some drama in the relationship, or this could be what's coming in for some of you if you're single. Okay, let's see. Well, we're starting off with the Seven of Swords. So that for me picks up off of the love rivals. Maybe other people got in the way. There could have been infidelity. Part of that conflict might have something to do with another person. You could have been dealing with somebody who lied to you, okay, keeping secrets. Again, for my singles, if none of this is going on, this could be an indication of people that you need to be mindful of. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, Two of Swords. So particular relationships are not meant to carry forward into the new year, And perhaps if you relate to that, you already know which relationship is really not meant to carry forward, There's a stagnancy here. More than likely because of something that they did or said. It doesn't always have to be a third party, but That is coming through. All right, what else? So stalemate situation. We have the Eight of Wands. What I'm picking up off of that is don't dive in too fast into maybe a new connection or taking things really at lightning speed. You know, it's like you guys meet and the next thing you know, it's taken it to the next level and maybe it's just gone too fast. So that could be a particular lesson that's coming through for some. You know, take your time getting to know someone, just being mindful of any red flags that might pop up. Divine Feminine, you're coming in with the energy of the Queen of Swords. So my feminines, if this is something that you're able to relate to, look at the next card. More than likely, you walked away from that relationship because you're not interested in being somebody's second choice. You know, you're interested in love. You're interested in finding the one for you. And if they fall short, oh well. You know, you're not going to be putting up with any of that nonsense. Look at that. So fast movement, slow movement. This one coming from the Knight of Pentacles. So just be mindful of people that are interacting with you or that might display interest to maybe start something romantically. If someone's wanting to take things too fast, you always have the capability to slow it up. You know, just be in control of the situation for yourself. Because I do feel that there could be more than one person coming your way. Somebody who's more of a go-getter. It's like, let's go, let's take this relationship and see where it goes, which is not a bad thing. But you also want to take your time getting to know them, you know? Divine Feminine coming in as the Empress. We've got the Chariot. Some of you guys could be Cancer or thinking of a Cancer. We've got the Nine of Cups, focusing on particular wishes, perhaps, that did not happen maybe this year. And carrying over into 2025, there could be a wish that does manifest for you in the 3D. You know, it's one of those things where you have to walk away from things that don't work in order to manifest a whole different situation that does, you know? Because I'm seeing here, especially from my feminines, that the future outcome of a particular situation, it looks pretty good. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean what's going on right now. It could be what's coming in for you later on in the year. Possibly summertime, you know, maybe during Cancer season for some of you. So we're looking at June and July. Empress representing Taurus. So wishes first half of the year, I feel, whatever it is you're focused on, it might take a little bit of time, but I feel that there can be progress to manifesting that. Ace of Pentacles, so abundance comes in many forms. Certainly, you know, finances, maybe career opportunities. We'll get into that later. But I feel that this is somebody that's coming in with, you know, their full intentions. They know what they want. They know what it is that they're wanting to build with you. And this is a solid offer by way of their commitment. So if we're dealing with love rivals, if we're dealing with third parties, perhaps this is a sign to either just cut that off, close the door, let it go, and focus on people that really have good intentions. And then we have the High Priestess. So I feel if this is something that you relate to, definitely trust what you're feeling, trust your gut instincts, because that will always serve you well. Knight of Wands, okay, adventurous, passionate, but this is also the type of person who could be in and out of your life. They can also be looked at as somebody who's just wanting to play with your affections, you know, not really wanting to settle down, not really wanting to be exclusive here. So it's up to you, of course, to be able to decipher who's good for you, who's not so good for you. We've got the Lovers card right here. I feel for those of you that really are picking up off of the energy coming through for this, you know who it is that you're focused on. And if you don't have anyone in mind, you may meet somebody down the line, you know, possibly sometime next year. This is coming through with the Gemini energy. Some of you guys might be Gemini. You could connect with a Gemini. But this is a card of choice. This is a card of decisions when it comes to love, your romantic partnerships, typically picking up off of the love, the chemistry, the attraction that you feel towards each other. On occasion, it can represent some drama with third parties. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Six of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Wands. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. I like it. So this is progress. This is focusing on new opportunities coming your way when it comes to love and really every other aspect of your life. Because what you're focusing on are people who can really give their all into a partnership, not have one foot out the door focusing on maybe somebody else, you know? So for an opening message, I really like how that's coming through. Just be mindful of just love rivals, third-party drama. Maybe you already know what that's about, but if not, you know, you might be meeting certain people that aren't really serious, not really wanting to get into anything too serious and maybe taking things more casually. Okay, so that's our opening message. Let's go ahead and see what else for the collective. All right. As we enter into a brand new year for the collective, angels and spirit guides, please. What is it that needs to come forward to give those who are really in need of guidance what it is that they need to know as we welcome in a brand new year and wrapping up 2024. All right, here we go. Ooh, angry, projections, resentments, unresolved. So whatever is unresolved, if you relate to this, if you can, I mean, it depends on what the situation is. If you're angry with somebody, if somebody did you wrong, there's some healing that needs to happen here, okay? Because you don't want to carry that forward into a new year, preferably, if that's possible. Let's see what else. So if you do feel like you're resenting somebody for hurting you or for disappointing you, breaking your heart, whatever the case might be, you guys could have had an argument, you know, some angry words exchanged there. There's some healing, I feel, that needs to be resolved. What else? We have magic out of this world, unbelievable miracles. Okay, that's a nice feeling. All right, give me two more cards here. Fire. This could pertain to maybe fire signs in particular, but of course it can be for any sign. Create, passion, combust. Hi, Fatima. Yes, of course. You can submit your information in the chat, and then you can just process your payment however way you want to, either super chat or any of the payment forms on the screen. And we have news, air, communication, delivery. If you're waiting to hear from someone, maybe you haven't talked in a while, maybe there has been no contact, possibly because of a conversation that you guys might have had where you guys did, you know, say some pretty painful, hurtful things to each other, possibly. So it seems for some of you anyway that you might hear from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. Maybe this could be a past love, but it doesn't have to always be. It could be other people. It could be friends. It could be people that mean a lot to you, not necessarily romantically. So it does seem here that communication may come in. Okay, so let's see what else. I love the magic reference because for those of you that maybe have experienced some pretty challenging times in love, in romance, and this could indicate one of those once-in-a-lifetime love connections where it feels like a magical connection. It's like, can this be real? Because it's too good to be true. So let's see. We've got the Nine of Cups. So there's something about wishes, okay? Wish manifestation, emotional stability. Maybe a connection where it really checks all the boxes, you know? It's like progressing from one chapter to a whole new one. We've got the Knight of Cups. Okay. We're seeing the Empress again. So Divine Feminine, you're definitely coming through with a very empowered energy as you wrap up 2024 and coming into a brand new year. And I love how it's lining up this way. You have the magic. You have that particular spark to be able to maybe create these miracles, whatever that miracle means for you. And I'm kind of feeling with these two cards coming through in that way, you know, you might have been dealing with maybe a masculine who swept you off your feet. They said all the right things. They did all the right things, very romantic. But then at the end of the day, maybe they didn't mean what they were saying. you know, so that could have hurt you. That might have really made you angry. Ooh, I love how the Ace of Wands is lining up with the Fire card. Create, passion, combust, because this right here is giving you guys the opportunity to create a brand new opportunity, no matter what it's focused on, whether love, career, finances, friendships, family, whatever it is. So out with the old, you know, in with the new. Six of Pentacles. Okay, we already saw that. So equality, generosity, give and take. If somebody dropped the ball in that area in a relationship, for example, you know, maybe you felt like you were doing all the work and then the other person just wasn't doing enough. So it could possibly be picking up off of that, you know? And maybe that they recognize that in order for you guys to work, for this new chapter to come in, they're going to have to do a whole lot more work than they did before. We have the Temperance card. Some of you guys could be thinking of a Sagittarian here, or you could be Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart. So this is a card of patience. It is a card of maybe balancing things out in your life, but it could take some time. Okay. It also reminds me, for those of you who are entering into this year, this brand new year, having particular goals, dreams, wishes in mind. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't happen right away, you know, because there's a reason why there is a delay for some of you, and maybe the overall outcome could certainly be worth the wait, you know. Look at that. We've got the Judgment card. So I really do feel for some of you guys, you have a person who's thinking about you. And, you know, again, maybe the last time you guys spoke, either they really pissed you off or you guys just had some pretty angry words that were exchanged. I'm just picking up off of that vibe where it wasn't a pleasant parting of the ways, you know, and they've had time to think about things and they recognize their role in this, you know, and ultimately really wanting to apologize for something they did or said. We already saw the references to potential third parties, you know, deception, lies. If it was that, then this person needs either closure or they need to be able to just talk to you to get things out, you know, and just you guys having that conversation. So there could be unfinished business here. Okay, Fatima, thank you so much. Just go ahead and submit your info in the chat and I'll take care of you. Yeah, so I see for some of you guys, I'm picking up first half of next year. So could even be springtime where you hear from this person. Might be out of the blue. Maybe you don't even see it coming. And, you know, maybe the last time you guys spoke, you really felt like you needed either an apology or for them to make amends, to fix things, whatever the case might be. So it does seem that there could be someone who will be returning. For some of you, maybe you feel it or you expect it, but for others, it's totally out of the blue. So it could be that communication that's coming in. And, you know, we do have the High Priestess. So that inner voice for my divine feminines, it's telling you so much. And again, it's just reminding you, trust your instincts, your gut instincts, trust your heart, your intuition truly is leading you onto the right path. All right, let me grab one more from here. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so we're not even focusing on finances yet, but maybe next year, you know, you're either coming into money or you get a promotion, or for those of you unemployed, maybe you get a job. This represents stability, okay, material success, financial security, but in a love reading, believe it or not, it actually represents security as well, a strong bond that you feel with someone. They could even be your perfect match, okay? And maybe you're thinking of somebody that you're not with right now, and you do feel like you guys are a perfect match, but, you know, things went a little bit south there. I feel there's the possibility they could return, they could come back. It could also be that they're wishing to still be with you. So there's a lot here that needs to be talked about, you know? So you might have that chance sometime next year. First half is the energy that I'm getting. All right, let's continue. Let's see what else. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. All right. What do we need to know? Heading into this brand new year, I really do hope for all of us that it's amazing, that it's abundant, that it brings us fulfillment. All right, here we go. What else do we need to be aware of as we welcome in a brand new year? Tower. Okay, so it's interesting because, of course, in the tarot deck, the Tower, ooh, it's pretty volatile. You know, it could be representing some sort of destruction. In the Lenormand deck, it's a little bit more tamed down, you know, ambition, education, going within, spiritual growth. Okay, so maybe some of you guys need that this coming year. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do, whether higher education, could be a career that you're wanting to build for yourself, you know, whatever it is, I feel this is the universe's way of blessing you. All right, let's see what else. What else? What is the overall energy for the collective? We've got 2 cards coming through. We have Union, okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so this could indicate for some of you, maybe you're already aware of it, potential marriage next year. Maybe you are engaged or you're planning your wedding right now. If we take that for a literal interpretation, it could be for some of you that that's what it is that you want. You know, you could be single and you're like, I don't have anybody right now, but this is what you want. Maybe you want to get married. Maybe you want to start a family. All of this is possible. You know, it's literally coming through in this reading. And we got this. We've got engagement ring. Okay, so hands joined in marriage, spring, upgrades, evolution and family, harmony, union, partnership, and proposal. That's pretty nice, guys. That is a pretty nice combo. So let's grab some tarot here. Anything is possible as we enter into this new energy of a brand new year. For some of you, maybe all you're wanting from your person is commitment, you know, especially if they were the type that was a bit promiscuous, or maybe you guys had trust issues, whatever the case might be. Or you experience that, you're not wanting to have to do anything to do with that person, and you're just really wanting to manifest a good relationship. Somebody that really can go long term. You know, maybe you guys can get married. Maybe you guys can start a family. You know, could be starting off with an engagement. So all of these things could be maybe a fantasy right now, but it could certainly come to fruition next year. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So remember, guys, yes, it can represent abundance. Yes, it can represent prosperity when it comes to finances, money, and all that stuff. But when it comes to love and romance, it's a very good indication that you have a new opportunity at love. It could be that they're coming in with 100% commitment. You don't ever have to question what their intentions are. They'll let you know. Ooh, and they're bringing this in. Like it. 6 of Pentacles. We're seeing that card. Again, we've got the Empress. So Divine Feminine. If you don't have anyone in mind for this reading, get ready, because, you know, you might just be surprised with a particular someone that you attract, and it could finally be the relationship that you've been praying for, wishing for. For those of you who do have someone in mind, but maybe you guys are on different pages, maybe they don't want to get married, maybe they don't want to settle down, you know, and I feel that's where patience needs to come in, because if you guys really are meant together, to be together, it's one of those things where you just need to turn it over to the universe, turn it over to a higher power. If it really is meant to be, it'll find you. Magician, love it. So next year is a year of manifestation, guys, okay? Put that energy out there. Whatever it is that you are wanting to be a tangible manifestation, love, and anything else in between, you know, starting a family, getting married, getting engaged, just being in a partnership with somebody that you know, that you love, that you trust, everything that you might have envisioned in your life, you know? Because this right here, it's helping you to be able to bring this to fruition in the 3D rather than just having it be a fantasy, you know, which is such a nicer energy than tower moments and people that we can't trust and third parties and drama. Look at that. 3 of Pentacles followed by the 9 of Cups. So wishes, guys, wishes coming true. And it really comes down to two people who want the same thing, who are on the same page. You know, it's like you shouldn't have to fight for someone's attention or their love or affection, you know. It's like you should want to be with me. You shouldn't have to divide your time between me and somebody else, you know. So if that's what you've been through in the past, I feel 2025 could be bringing you a whole another story here, which is way better than what you experienced. I love it. All right, what else? Here we are again. Look at that. The Chariot, movement. So if things have been stagnant in your love life, or again, any other part of your life, whether it's finances, career, whatever the case might be, this right here, guys, represents progress. It represents that you have the capability to overcome whatever obstacles or struggles might be going on in your life, to get to the other side of this and to be triumphant in whatever area you're most focused on, you know? Look at that, 9 of Pentacles, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to change. Things are turning around for the better. And yes, for some of you, that might be your work environment. It could be your money matters. This is you being able to stand on your own 2 feet and not have to depend on anybody. You know, you can make it on your own. You don't need somebody to complete you because you should be complete within yourself. And this right here could certainly be the new year blessing you with new opportunities. And it could certainly be pertaining to love. You know, for some of you, if what you're wanting is a reconciliation, that could happen as well. You know, maybe they were afraid of commitment before, but that could change too. You know, all of these things right here are milestones that we certainly would want to experience in our romantic partnerships. We can have it all, you know. Sometimes we get so focused on the outcome that we have for a particular person, and then it ends up not being them, you know, but the universe could deliver you someone way better suited for you. So yeah, good luck is on your side, good fortune, good karma. Look at these cards. We've got the 10 of Cups, followed by the Sun, followed by the World. Okay, how fitting is that? When one cycle ends, when one when 1 year ends, it brings in a new cycle, the new year, a new chapter. You know, so if things didn't quite work out for you this year, I have a feeling you're going to see particular signs that'll give you hope, that'll give you some level of optimism to let you know that, okay, wait a minute, this year could really be my year, you know, where you can have joy, where you can have contentment in love, romance, family, you know, friendships even, people that you love. It doesn't always have to be romantic love. And the Sun blessing you with the opportunity at real fulfillment and happiness and success as well in every area of your life to bring you joy. There's a reason to celebrate something next year. And it might not be quite as apparent right here, right now, but it will. It will. Just give it some time. All right, guys. Wow. Some pretty powerful messages coming through here. All right, I'm wanting to grab some messages focused on abundance. So let's get into that. So I'm going to use a couple of decks here. And of course, we would want to bring in that prosperity and abundance as we welcome in a brand new year. All right, let's see. For the overall collective, what do we need to know? I'm curious as well. Let's go ahead and see. What is it that we need to know to bring in abundance, prosperity in our lives as we welcome in 2025? Organize for success. Okay. So this says, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose, organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. And I can definitely relate to that one, because if I'm surrounded by a messy office, or if I'm just not organized, especially when I do these live streams, I'm going to be super, super annoying, you know, because I would not be organized to the point where it would flow, you know. So try to rearrange maybe your your bedroom, your work environment, your office, whatever it is, wherever it is that you spend the most time. And that kind of clears up the energy as well. It clears up the clutter to be able to bring you what it is that you're wanting by way of success. Okay, let's see what else. Dreams of abundance. Okay. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal. Some of you might already be doing that because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. They also have, God, there's so many books out there, you know, like a dream journal, and then you can look up what a particular thing means. Yeah, because I definitely did that, God, years ago, especially when I first, when my husband and I had gotten married. This is almost 30 years ago. So the night that we had gotten married, I dreamt that I was surrounded by plates, you know, like dinner plates and all sorts of plates. And so I'm like, what the heck does that mean? So I ended up getting a dream journal and looked up the interpretation, and it's literally said, if you see plates in your dream, it basically represents a happy marriage. So I'm like, whoa, how cool is that? And here we are almost 30 years ago, so I guess I did something right. All right, let's see what else. Raise or promotion. I did pick up off of that vibe earlier, so if that's something that you're looking forward to, this may very well come your way. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So that's fantastic. And I really feel that, you know, if you've been maybe needing additional income, if maybe you've been living paycheck to paycheck, I do feel maybe next year you're going to get a bit of relief when it comes to that. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards from this deck by Fire Witch Tarot. If you guys are familiar with her channel and her decks, you know that it can get a little bit on the feisty side. So let's grab some messages from her Hustle deck pertaining to career, money matters, finances, abundance, whatever it is. And some of the messages can be a little bit on the you know what side. So let's see. Let's see. All right, what is this one? What does that say? Oh, what's the rush? Okay, it's true. It's like you don't want to rush into anything, especially when it comes to investments, when it comes to maybe deciding on a particular job that you want to get into. Some of you guys might be, you know, actively interviewing and maybe you're not sure what direction you need to go. Also, when it comes to particular purchases, you don't want to just be spending frivolously. You definitely want to make sure that it's something that you need rather than a luxury, you know, something along those lines. So don't rush into anything. Take your time. All right, what else? And 2 cards flying towards me. Workaholic, loving what you're doing. I mean, that's fantastic. You know, if you're already in a career where, you know, you get up every morning and you're excited to go wherever it is that you work. Some of you guys might even work from home. You know, that's something that I do. So, all right. So it's telling you, as long as you love what it is that you're doing, you're on the right path. And then we have hustling, multiple resources. All right. So for those of you who might have a side hustle or multiple, you know, forms of income, continue doing that if that's what it is that you feel you need to do at this point in time, because that could be manifestation as well. All right, let me grab one more here. One more for the collective. Focusing on abundance, finances, money matters. All right, what do we have? Invest in stocks, guys. All right. So for those of you who might not know, yes, I do tarot readings, but I'm also a financial strategist. And this is definitely something that we focus on. Yeah, that's something that could definitely escalate your stocks and your finances. All right, one more. What do we have? Save your money. Okay, simply put, save your money. So if, let's just say you've been living paycheck to paycheck, or you've got some debt that you need to focus on, make 2025 the year that you could be debt free, where you don't have to worry about, you know, money matters, like the stresses that come along with that. Make it the year that you really get yourself organized and focused on what it is that you need to eliminate, certainly by way of debt, simply by paying yourself first, you know, save that money, hard-earned money. All right, guys, so that's what we have there. And then let's go ahead and take a look at some additional messages. And then I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to ask your own questions. So we'll have an interactive portion to this. All right, one final set of cards, and then we'll get into the personal mini readings. And if you're watching this and interested in getting your own personal mini reading, I'd love to do that for you. Taking a look at the energy, especially before we head into 2025. All right, so angels and spirit guides, please. One final message for the collective, focusing on next year. But what needs to happen before we end this year? We have listened. The universe is speaking to you in subtle ways. Speak less, listen more. Okay, so it really goes back to you just trusting what you're picking up, your instincts. Okay, let's see what else. You might definitely be receiving some sort of sign. For some of you, it could even be numbers, you know, like 1111, particular numbers that you keep seeing, or maybe particular signs, you know, and you know that it's got something to do with whatever it is you're focused on. All right, let me grab another. All right, before we enter into a brand new year, this is what you're being guided to do, is to cleanse. It literally says, clear your energy, make room for new energy, new mindsets, new relationships, new adventures, new beginnings. Out with the old and in with the new. Okay, guys? Bottom of the deck. Look at that. Free yourself. This is your life. Don't live it restricted by your past or the opinions of others. It's time to write a new story. Brand new year, brand new story. You know, so if people hurt you, disappointed you, in whatever scenario, you call the shots. You live the life that you want to live. You know, you're not caged in a particular relationship or scenario. Even dead-end jobs, you know, if you find that you're just not happy, make this the year to change all that, because it's your life, no one else's, you know? So let me clarify that real quick with some tarot. That is some valuable energies and advice coming through here. All right. Look at that. We've got the Seven of Cups. So, you know, when we're dealing with third parties and things, yes, people have multiple options. You know, maybe they treat you like an option. But in this particular scenario, what I'm feeling is you free yourself from people, negative energy, situations that really are no longer serving a purpose. And this is telling you the universe is giving you choices. You've got options, new opportunities to focus on instead of the people or scenarios that just didn't pan out. Love it. The star. There's something tied into wishes here today for the energies, the wishes, the cards that came through. I feel if you relate to this, you're just being guided onto a very different path, because the universe has your back here, and it's guiding you towards a direction to help you, to be able to help you manifest something maybe way bigger than you had ever envisioned for yourself. And the way you get that started is to either walk away or free yourself from situations or people that have held you back. That is what I'm getting there. Okay, what else? Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so again, if it doesn't happen right away, that doesn't mean it's not happening, because it'll happen on its own time, you know, divine timing. So if you're not seeing any particular sign that it's happening for you or even a particular connection, just wait for it, because if it really truly is meant to find you, it will. It will. All you got to do is just live your life. What did I tell you guys? Look, Nine of Cups, wish manifestation. So the overall energy for the collective here is we've all got our own wishes, whatever it is, whether it's for ourselves, whether it's for ourselves and another person, a family member, a friend, a job, your love life, whatever it is. We all have wishes that are coming through in this reading today. And this is the universe's way of telling you, okay, you know, I'll make that happen for you, but first you got to do your work. You have to be able to clear out this energy of old stuff, old negative energy that doesn't belong there. So I actually have room to be able to bring you something new, something better. That's what I'm getting from that. Here we are again, focusing on the energy of the High Priestess, that intuitive nature, knowing what is meant for you and knowing what is not. You know, it's like trying to fit a circle into a square. It is not going to work. So if some of us stick around in a situation where we know it's a dead end, but we try anyway, and that works against us sometimes because you're meant for something greater, something better. So try to not self-sabotage that progress for yourself. Here we are again. Look at that. Six of Pentacles keeps coming up here today, guys, because you're meant to interact with people who are on the same wavelength as you, not people who are going to subtract from your life. You know, it's people who see what it is that you're doing, to see what it is that you're wanting to manifest, and really helping you to be able to achieve that. And I love this card for us, you know, Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficient. Yes, this is basically telling us that, not that we don't need people, but this is telling you that if you are independent and on your own, you can manifest these dreams for yourself. You don't need anybody to be able to do that. The universe knows, you know, your angel guides know what it is that you're focused on and what it is that you're wanting to bring to fruition here, something that's tangible. Teamwork keeps popping up as well. Okay, so surround yourself with people that really work as hard as you do, that put in the same amount of effort as you do. You know, it's like being a part of, let's just say, a basketball team. And if three guys are doing all the work and the rest of the team aren't just kind of slacking, then that's not going to result in something of a winning mentality or even a winning game, you know? And in relationships, there has to be teamwork. Otherwise, you guys are working against each other. All right, let me grab one more. And then we'll go ahead and get into the personal mini readings here, guys. Okay, here we are. The Temperance card, which does not surprise me, guys, because it is all about having patience. It's all about waiting for things to come to you rather than rushing it, because you can't rush it anyway. It's going to come to you when it is meant to, and it brings us back to divine timing, you know? So I really like how that came through, and hopefully there was something in this general love forecast focusing on the energies for next year that you were really able to focus on and relate to, that helps you out. All right, guys. So Nancy, you are up first, and I will get to your reading shortly. All right. Okay, so moderator Cameron is here after all, so I'm not flying solo. All right, so anyone else who is interested in getting a mini reading at this time, guys, feel free to go ahead and request that, and we'll go ahead and get that onto the list. So give me just 1 second, guys. Let me get these decks back in order, and we'll get started. All right. So I've got Nancy and I've got Fatima. Okay. All right, guys, give me 1 sec. I do hope that 2025 turns out to be an amazing year for all of us. Enigma Riddle. I love it. I don't know if you know, but I'm Filipino. We don't have enough of those around here. But, I mean, it's funny because I actually live in the valley here in California, and we're surrounded by Filipino businesses. They're so good. But, you know, you can never have enough. But yeah, if you want me to do a reading on that, let me know. And I'd be happy to do that. Okay, so Nancy, let's get into this. Okay, so Joanna, I have made the choice to end things with Joanna before the end of 2024. But I'm wondering if I made the right decision. What can Spirit tell me about my connection with me and Joanna? Should I let her go? And then second, what can I expect for year? Okay, sure. Let's take a look at that. What's the vibe? What's the energy? Okay, what deck am I drawn to here? Okay. All right, let's do this. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Joanna, Pisces, and Nancy, Gemini. All right, what is the energy here? What's the overall vibe for this connection? Was it the right choice, the right decision to go your separate ways? Okay. What do we need to know? Divine counterpart. How interesting. This person is a divine counterpart, or you're aligning with your twin flame. You are connecting spiritually or astrally with another. This is coming together with a mirror soul to achieve something on an energetic level. Whoa. The heck? Okay. Time apart? Take it slow. And then lastly, let go of expectations. If you guys truly are divine counterparts, just face value on these cards, Nancy. It's like you guys had to spend this time apart in order for her to maybe realize that you guys belong together and, you know, take your time. So let me go ahead and read these. There's a lot of verbiage on here. Already did that one. So time apart is needed. The distance will bring clarity. Take the time to focus on yourself and doing the things you love. This is an opportunity to master something within yourself. Take it slow. Take your time with this connection, relationship, or situation. Slow down and be in the moment. Don't try to force or rush anything. Taking it slow will leave more room for fulfillment and solid connection. And then lastly, let go of expectations. A person you're meant to connect with may be different than who you've been holding on to or who you were expecting. Keep an open mind, detached from outcomes and expectations. This may pertain to releasing unhealthy expectations in a relationship. Take the parts of that make sense, but I'm kind of picking up here that things can definitely start moving when we detach from, you know, that outcome that we want so badly with someone. Again, it kind of falls into that category where you just got to turn it over to a higher power. Let it go, release it, which you've done. You have done that. That's a huge decision. So let's see. Let's take a look and see. Because based off of what I'm seeing so far, it's like, okay, you guys maybe needed the time apart, but I'm kind of feeling it's temporary. Okay. And I do feel that that was the right decision, especially if it really allows her to come to her own conclusions as to how this is meant to play out, you know? How interesting is that? We've got the death card. So your relationship with Joanna is going through this transition. And the way you go through that transition is it has to end. One chapter has to end. And then eventually a new chapter comes in, you know? And usually when that happens, you guys are coming towards each other as better versions of yourselves. Wow. Look at that. Ace of Cups, Six of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Magician. I really feel that this could be temporary. Let me see here. You guys have been on and off for 9 months. Yes, I feel a soul connection, but I want more than just a friendship. We have gone beyond that, but she won't commit to more. Okay. And I kind of feel from her energy, she needs to be able to fill that cup for herself. There's something going on with her, you know, that she needs to address on her own, because it doesn't fall on you to be able to fix that part of it. She needs to be able to have her own clarity as to what you mean to her, the relationship. So I feel you did the right thing. Six of Swords, it's telling you, Certainly to not put your life on hold, move on. Just release this one and see how it plays out for her and how she is able to come towards you to take whatever action is necessary. So you got to work on yourself too, Nancy, to just be able to fill that cup for yourself. By doing so, just taking your life back, taking it in control in however way you need to, because there's a lot of potential here. And then we've got the Magician with the opportunity to still manifest something here for this relationship. The spark is still here, Let's see. Interesting. Two of Wands. Even though you guys are not together at this point in time, I'm still feeling that you're still very much a part of her thoughts, and she's still wondering, can this work out and can we be each other's partners in the future? I feel you're still a part of those thoughts there. All right, let's see. We've got the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Okay. Ultimately, what I gather from this is you're both really focused on wanting to have a relationship where you're both fulfilled, where you're both connected. But I do feel on her part that she's got some stuff that she went through. I think you might have told me what that was before. So it's kind of coming through as this weight on her shoulders that she's put on herself. That could be affecting how she is interacting with you. So I'm kind of feeling, and maybe you can clarify in the comments if she was surprised by your decision to end things. Maybe she saw it coming, maybe she didn't, but I feel when it actually happened, it still surprised her. All right, let's see. Yeah, look at this, Nancy. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, slow and steady. Take it slow. So it has to just I'm truly feeling here what you did to kind of put a stop to things and to spend time apart. That was on point, because the slow energy, that slow movement is what's going to allow her to really wake up and realize what she needs to do, not only in this connection, but in her life as well. Okay, let's see. Yeah, look at this. Temperance. So take it slow. Here's patience right here in order to find balance in your life. It's going to take a little bit of time to get the answer that you need, but it is clarifying that you guys are definitely needing to spend time apart. I feel that would really be helpful for this connection. Okay, let's see. Let me grab another batch of cards and see what else we can find out here. But yeah, I'm getting temporary separation. All right, let me see what else. I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. Focusing on Joanna, Pisces, and Nancy, Gemini. Okay. Look at that. There we are. The separation. This is the next card, forgiving and learning. Particular lessons, for sure, are needing to be addressed. Trust. Okay, so time apart. That is certainly coming through in the reading. Time apart from your partner. It's on the horizon. It's already happening. And this says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I'm really guided to say that, Joanna, this really pertains to what it is that she needs to do. There maybe has to be forgiveness in her own heart space. Let's see. Oh, let me read your comment. Yes, she said she was hoping I would stay in her life, but I told her I need to move forward in order to get over the feelings I have for her. She wants a friendship, but I can't be just her friend. I get that. It's gone beyond that, so totally understand. And again, I'm kind of feeling here that it's because of some issue that she has not taken care of. It might have had something to do with a prior relationship where she really got traumatized by it. And so that could be a struggle for her. So yeah, this is work that she needs to do and learn particular lessons tied into her own life and experience. And then we have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. At the end of the day, it really does. If something's taking its time, patience is required. You might not have all the answers that you need right here, right now. But if, again, like I mentioned, if it truly is meant for you and her, then it's something that can come to fruition on its own time. So let's go ahead and clarify this, okay? Let's see what else we can learn. I'm still feeling like it, you know, there's more here. There's something. Look at that. Temperance, patience, once again. It's not going to happen right away. I feel that the distance certainly is needed here. So yes, what you did by ending things before the end of the year, that was certainly something that's on point. We've got the Hermit. Okay, maybe you needed this time on your own too, Nancy. You know, solitude, soul-searching, introspection. But it gives her the opportunity to do the same. You know, she needs that too. This is the next card. We've got the Two of Swords. So for now, it's not moving. Okay, but I feel that that's a blessing in disguise. I really do. And Four of Swords is clarifying the fact that right now you guys are better off spending time on your own to focus on the healing. This is huge right here. It's a recuperation type card, you know, recovery. Solitude as well as picking up off of that energy, spending time on our own to just be able to break free from some of the drama and some of the negative experiences or conversations. All right, let's see what else. Now this is interesting, Five of Cups. Grief, loneliness, old wounds. Can't help but feel that Joanna's got some old wounds here that she needs to address. So she needs to have faith as well, that in order to get past that, she needs to put in the effort. She needs to maybe do that shadow work, you know? And maybe you might even find yourself feeling lonely at times, thinking of her, but I feel that you certainly did the right thing. Okay, while I was shuffling, these two cards literally flew out. We've got the Four of Wands, clarifying maybe there's a potential here having to do with twin flame energy. But this can pick up off of a reunion, okay? And then the Fool card came along with it. So reunion, an opportunity to have a fresh start. That is the way it's presenting itself here. I feel the separation is needed. The time apart is needed, you know? So just focus on yourself in the meantime when it comes to life and certainly your connection with Joanna. And I feel when the time is right, she'll reach out. You know, she'll be able to communicate better what it is that she's looking for, and hopefully you guys can connect again. That's what I am getting there. All right, Nancy, so let's take a look at 2025. What is coming in? Okay, because again, you're not meant to put your life on hold. And if somebody else comes in, you know, let's take a look and see what that would be like. All right, I am guided to this particular deck. Hold on one second. The amount of decks I have here, it is no joke. Okay. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Nancy, Gemini. What can she expect in the new year? We have clarity. Okay, so this says our relationship was not a healthy one. We knew it, but we chose to ignore it. At least I did. I allowed my love for you to cloud my judgment of what a good, loving, lasting relationship should be like. But slowly, ever so slowly, I'm finding clarity in my heart that there is a chance for me to find the love that I'm worthy of. Finally, I see the light. I mean, again, take any part of that interpretation that makes sense for you right now. But this right here, going into a brand new year, whatever you're not sure about, this will clear it up. Okay, let's see what else. What else? We have the best. There's a lot of verbiage in these cards, so, you know, only take the parts of it that do make sense for you. It does say, I never expected us to be the best of friends so quickly, almost as if we've known each other before. And just when I started to get used to you being my best friend, you became my best love. I have a feeling the best is yet to come. I mean, certainly what we picked up from the first reading is time. Patience is required. And sure, if the best is yet to come, it will require a little bit more time. And then lastly, we have chosen. You are the one that I want to walk through my days and nights with, the one that occupies every second of my every day. Please hold my hand forever and never let me go. So love can certainly find you in the new year. Let's go ahead and clarify here. Can it be with Joanna? Sure. But she needs to focus on her own backyard, so to speak, right now. All right, what do we need to know here? Focusing on Nancy, Gemini. We've got the Queen of Swords. So if you are coming in with the energy of the Queen of Swords, I feel you've already done that. You know, you did what you needed to do to welcome in this new year kind of with a clean slate, you know? Because the Queen of Swords is a badass. It's like you're not going to be putting up with any situation or person that does not work for you, you know? So the clarity card right there makes sense for me. A judgment, you know, somebody going through their awakening, and this is a past influence from that card. So since we already did the energy check-in for you and Joanna, it could very well be that finally when she goes through this awakening of hers to be able to see things a lot clearer for herself and for the connection, you'll hear from her. Interesting how that's happening. Three of Wands. Focus more so on what's ahead rather than what's in the past. Okay. Look at that. Walking away again from situations that no longer serve you. And can that focus on more than just your love connections? Absolutely. Walking away from friendships that no longer serve you, or just people that are maybe not bringing their best foot forward. So this is you just making sure that you're not surrounding yourself with situations or people that bring you down or don't really add to your life, you know? Ten of Cups, okay? So when it comes to you and Joanna, it's still coming through here, I feel, that there is the potential for things to go a little bit further here, to the point where maybe you guys can have long-term commitment here. The Lovers, okay, so you are Gemini. You represent this energy here, Nancy. I feel the choice is yours. You've already exercised what it is that you felt you needed to do before this new year comes in. It's like, yes, you could certainly feel the chemistry and the love and the attraction there. But at the end of the day, it's coming down to you making a choice as to who is in your life and who is not. Yep, we've got the Tower. Okay. So towers can certainly represent maybe unexpected breakups, separations. I feel that could have been the case here. And, you know, it's similar to the energy of the old has to be released in order for something new to come in. There's a lesson tied into that. Okay, let's see what else. Ten of Pentacles. Yes, it says financial windfall. You could certainly experience that for yourself. But as I mentioned earlier, in a love reading, it can represent a very strong bond between two people. And I get that you mentioned, you know, the whole friendship reference. But I feel, you know, I'm kind of picking up off of this energy that she might be saying that, but there's so many other layers tied into those words. Meaning that she feels a strong connection to you, but might be self-sabotaging it because of some other stuff that she's been through in the past. And we've got the Hermit coming through again. So it's giving her the time. It's definitely giving you as well the time to just self-reflect and just keep, your mind clear from clutter to be able to accept the messages that are coming through for you. And I feel again that the time apart is much needed. I feel that next year could certainly represent some ups and downs still when it comes to this connection, but as long as you're focused more so on what you can manifest for yourself aside from this connection, then you're really on the right path to be able to bring so much in. We do have the Ten of Wands coming in as well, releasing these heavy burdens, whatever that might pertain for you, but it also might have something to do with Joanna releasing whatever she's holding on to. And then we've got the energy of the Empress. You're coming through with a very empowered, magnetic energy here. You can create the life that you want next year. There's that Death card, okay? So you can take full control over how this manifests for you next year. So there is a transition that's coming through here. Endings coming that have already happened. You've already ended something here, and therefore welcome in the transition, welcome in the opportunity for a new beginning along with the new year. And then you've got the Ace of Swords. Wow, victory, victory, power, clarity. It pertains to all that. We've got the clarity card right here. So that for me, I mean, it's amazing that it's giving you the opportunity for a brand new chapter, not just in love, but this applies to every aspect of your life. So 2025 might actually be a really, really good year for you. Justice, balance, okay? So that balance might take some time, but I feel it will certainly be worth it. I don't know if you run into maybe some legal stuff next year, but this for me, whenever it comes through, for someone I'm doing a reading for, it can pertain to maybe legal matters that fall in your favor, So that's a good thing. So yeah, endings and new beginnings. That's a very positive energy coming through. And we've got the World. Once again, out with the old, in with the new, new cycles, new chapters, closing one door and opening up another. And when it comes to Joanna, if she really wants to open up that door again for the two of you, then it would certainly help you both to be able to have a better understanding of what it is that you guys want and hopefully being on the same page, So new chapter. All right, one more card here. We've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, so at the end of the day, you both have your own free will to choose. And you have chosen to end things for now, but I am picking up off of the energy that more than likely it is a temporary breakup. And, this is life giving you options and choices as well. So it's up to you how you decide to choose when it comes to maybe other people that come in, other people that might show interest, and also the people that you surround yourself with at this time. Okay, and let's go ahead and grab an abundance card for you as well. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Nancy, Gemini. Okay. Ask for your needs to be met. Okay, the universe is listening, so don't be afraid to ask for anything. And it does say God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So that can pertain to so many things, so many scenarios, not just your love life. So don't be afraid to extend yourself and maybe reach out to friends, family that are there to help you in however way you need that. And that could pertain to your angel guides, your spirit guides, the universe as well. All right, Nancy, so it seems to me that next year can certainly have some pretty amazing moments for you when it comes to your relationship and other aspects. Finances could also be looking up. So there's certainly a lot for you to look forward to here. All right, so 100%. I am wishing you the best, and I do hope that that pans out for you. Thank you so much as always. I appreciate it. All right, so Fatima, I think you're next. I hope I am pronouncing your name right. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Nancy. I hope that helped you. All right, so Kim, do you have that one? Oh, okay, it's right there. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. And if you're tuned in and wanting your own reading, let me know before we sign off, okay? So Fatima, I wanted to know if the connection with Aaron, who's a Gemini, will be revived in 2025. Last time you mentioned this could be a soulmate connection, or should I let it go? Focus on new love. All right, let's go ahead and see. Oh, you're so welcome, Nancy. Thank you, as always. All right, let's take a look at that energy here. Focusing, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Romance Angels once again. All right, here we go. Oh, thank you for clarifying, Fatima. Okay. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know here? All right. Focusing on Aaron, Gemini. Can this connection be revived next year? What do we need to know? We have trust coming through. The situation's calling for you to have faith. So it's one of those things where, you know, as I mentioned earlier in one of the other readings, part of having trust, part of having faith is to just release it and let it go. And if it truly comes back to you, if it truly is meant to be revived, you'll start seeing signs that that's actually happening. You deserve love. Absolutely. We all do. You are lovable. The first time I saw this deck and I saw this image, it always reminds me of Cupid's arrow. And so for the person requesting the reading, it's basically telling me that you are in charge of who will be on the receiving end of that arrow. So you get to decide if it's going to be Aaron or somebody else. Okay. Let me have one more card and then we'll go ahead and clarify with some tarot here. We've got chemistry coming through. That's interesting. Now, bottom of the deck, we've got new love. So as I had mentioned, you know, during Nancy's reading there, we're not really meant to put our lives on hold waiting for somebody to come through or to do the right thing, because it's clearly indicating that there could be somebody new that comes in, somebody that you feel, you know, connected to. Interesting. Let's go ahead and clarify that and see what it is that you need to know. Because this can also represent a new chapter along with the new year coming in, you know? A strong magnetic attraction. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on this connection for Fatima and Aaron. What do we need to know here, please? Focusing on the energies for next year. If this can actually manifest, it definitely falls on both of you to put in the effort, you know. It really does come down to that. Teamwork, working together, having the same expectations, intentions, and the same vision. Ooh, that's interesting. Ace of Swords. So this is part of the advice that I'm feeling, Fatima, that basically if it takes too long to see any sort of sign that the two of you have a chance of getting back together next year, you're just meant to cut that out. You know, if it happens to manifest, great. But you don't want to put your life on hold waiting for this to happen. If it does, it's going to happen on its own time. That seems to be a theme here this evening, as far as divine timing here. The Hangman. You know, that is what it's telling you. It's basically telling you to take a step back and just maybe focus on a different future that you can manifest for yourself, certainly when it comes to somebody new. So for now, let it go and see what happens, you know, but don't focus so much on it that you're obsessing over it, just release it, let it go. If it happens, you can decide at that time, you know, what it is that you need to do. But part of the energy, part of your question, you know, should I let it go or focus on a new love? This is like a sentence that's coming through these cards. It's like, okay, yes, let it go. You might meet somebody else that you feel just as connected with. Chemistry, intense, magnetic attraction, a new person. Interesting. We've got the King of Cups. Oh, this gets even more interesting. Okay, so we've got the King of Cups right next to the Judgment card. You have the potential of maybe meeting a water sign here. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's possibility towards meeting somebody new. King of Cups can represent Pisces in particular. Interesting because Hangman does too. But this right here is where it gets a little complicated because, you know, past energies, past influence. This could be Aaron resurfacing, you know, right when maybe you get to a point where you're finally moved on. You might be meeting somebody new. You're interested in this person. And then all of a sudden the past comes back and it puts you on a trajectory where you have to make a decision. It's like, should I continue to see this new person or should I now talk to this past love here? So it comes down to your heart, okay? Two of Cups. Who is it that you really love? Should that manifest in your life? Because we might have a situation that could get real complicated real quick. You know, you could be finding yourself attracted to somebody completely brand new, and then here comes this person that at one point in time you really felt this soulmate connection, very strong bond, and it comes down to who it is that you feel could really be your ideal person in this lifetime. Wow. That's not going to be an easy decision, but I feel once you are thrust into that type of connection or scenario, you'll figure it out. Got the Chariot. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. You've got the Fool. You've got the Ace of Wands. So all these new energies are coming in. But at the same time, we're getting a dual message here letting you know that, yes, it's okay to start over with somebody else, but when the past returns, what will you do? Because there's a real possibility that Aaron might resurface when you've already moved on to somebody else. And part of that conversation might be, you know, I want to try again. I'm sorry for what I've done. I apologize, etc., etc. And so then that puts you in a position where you are torn, where you're literally going to feel like you're on the fence, like, uh-oh, what am I going to do? And that's where you really need to just trust what you're feeling in your heart. Follow your heart. And I know that that is not the easiest thing to do, but I feel once it's right there and you're having to deal with it, you'll know. Here's our wait and see card with the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So it's not going to happen right away. And in the meantime, just focus on living your best life. It'll come to you. Whatever is meant to come to you, you'll know. So you're meant to just give this one a little bit more time here. Look at this. So you've got the Six of Swords heading towards these calmer waters. So Six of Swords basically represents that transition. Okay, it is a transition of moving on, of leaving something, someone behind. So as for now, yes, you are being directed to let it go and focus on a new chapter. Along with the new year coming in, this could bring in new people who are romantically interested in you, okay? And the Three of Cups can sometimes indicate new love coming in as well. It's a very positive outcome, and it's a new beginning for you. So you're basically meant to welcome in a very busy social life. You know, don't be a hermit, don't stay at home, don't close yourself off. Open yourself up to the possibilities of meeting new people, and you just might find that you connect with someone in particular. But what I'm getting here is right when you think everything is smooth sailing and you've moved on and everything's great, all of a sudden you might get either a text, a phone call from Aaron, you know, wanting to talk to you, maybe an apology, wanting to reconnect, all of that stuff. So you might find yourself a bit confused, and maybe that'll stress you out a little bit. But at the end of the day, as long as you follow your heart, you'll be okay. There's that world card. So in this particular scenario, based off of what I've been picking up here this evening, I really am picking up off of that vibe where it's like out with the old, in with the new. Welcome in whoever this represents. Open your heart up to the possibility of meeting somebody else. And should Aaron return, you will have some decisions to make, certainly. All right, let's grab one more card here. Yeah, look at that. Do you see that? New love. Okay, Ace of Cups. In the meantime, love yourself enough to just detach from any sort of outcome that you're hoping for and just turn it over to the universe. You know, it'll move whatever mountains are meant to be moved for you. And it will bring you towards the right person that really is meant to be there for you long term. All right, so that is what I have for you. It can get complicated, but I feel that you'll be happy at the overall outcome once you make that decision which direction you want to go. And if it is Aaron, you know, definitely make him work for it. Let him do the legwork this time to prove to you what it is that he's willing to put in the relationship, because you don't want to close yourself off to somebody who might be representing a really good love match for you. All right, Fatima, so that's what I have for you. Good luck and best wishes in the new year. All right, guys, is anyone else interested in getting a mini reading here before we sign off? And I just really wanted to take this time to thank each and every one of you guys who've supported us during all of our live streams this year, even including all those times when YouTube wasn't cooperating with us and we had glitches and videos that didn't work and live streams that just went all sorts of ways. So we appreciate you guys watching, tuning in, and especially to those who request personal mini readings. We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you guys so very much for, you know, just being a part of my channel, a part of my YouTube community. If you don't already subscribe, I would love it if you do. There's a lot more content coming your way next year. And we'll always make those announcements in the community tab here on YouTube. And if you're not already part of my Instagram page, it's The Celestial Forecast by Carrie. We announce a ton of things over there. And I also do mini readings and all sorts of stuff over there. So if you don't already follow me there, please do so. And on behalf of myself and moderator Cameron, I think we're just going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I don't see any other reading requests. Enigma Riddle, thank you so much for your comments. And I love the idea of the Filipino restaurant. So good luck to you. And if you need future guidance, let me know. You can always email me at celestialforecasts@gmail.com. All right, guys, thank you very much. I wish you guys the best as we welcome in 2025. And we'll catch you guys next year. Take care.